Hey there, guys. This is your friendly neighborhood math teacher coming to you to help you a little bit with your division. So the first thing I'm going to do on my paper is I'm going to put my name, because we know if we're not going to put our name, teachers just go nuts, right? Okay. Now let's go to the warm-up. The warm-up, we're multiplying 8 times 57. We've taught you many ways to do your multiplication. So I'm going to do, let's do area model. We know that 57 is 2 digits, so we're going to make a rectangle that has 2 boxes across. And 8 is only 1 digit, so we only need 1 box high. So we're going to have 8. And then 50 plus 7, because that is the expanded form of 57. We're going to go and multiply 8 times 50 together. Momentarily take that 0 off. 8 times 5, I know is 40. We need to put that 0 back on. So 8 times 50 is 400. Our next box is going to be 8 times 7. We don't need to worry about any zeros because there's no zeros. I know that 8 times 5 is 40, and I need 2 more groups of 8, and 2 groups of 8 is 16, so 40 plus 16 is 56. So we're going to put 56. Our partial products are 400, 56. We need to add them together before we can get the actual product. So 0 plus 6 is 6. 0 plus 5 is 5. 4 plus 0 is 4. So 8 times 57 is 456. That is its product. Okay, we're moving to B. 49 times 3. Let's go ahead and we'll do it the partial product way. We're going to do the biggest number first, which is 49 times 3. Our first thing we're going to do is 3 times 9. And we know that 3 times 9, well, I know that 3 times 10 is 30. If you take 1 3 away, it's 27. And then we have 3 times 40. Again, we can take that 0 off for a second. 3 times 4 is 12. We need to replace that 0, and it's 120. We add those partial products together. 7 plus 0 is 7. 2 plus 2 is 4. 1 plus 0 is 1. So our product for 49 times 3 is 147. Our vocabulary, quotient. Quotient is the answer to a division problem. Our dividend is the big amount that's going to be broke up into groups. And our divisor is the amount of groups that your dividend is going to be broken into. Our objective today, I will be able to divide multiple ways. Then always put a smiley face because, you're excited to learn. All right, so RA. Right now, I'm going to teach you how to do the repeated subtraction way to figure out 54 divided by 6. So repeated subtraction. I like to do repeated subtraction with a number line. And we know that we need to get our division down to 0. And we start with the dividend, which is 54. we need to, so 54 is where we start. 6 is what the chunks we're going to get to 0. We're going to go back. So 54 take away 6 would be 48. We need to take away another 6 for 42. Take away another 6. We have 36. We're not back to 0 yet, so we can't stop. We take another 6, and that's 30. And then we take another 6, it's 24. Another 6 is 18. Another 6, I have to be smaller because I did too big of jumps at the beginning. But another 6 would be 12. 6 would be our next jump, and then 0. So now we need to figure out how many chunks of 6 did we have to go backwards. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 54 divided by 6, the quotient is 9. Okay. We're going to do a repeated subtraction again on 63 divided by 9. Again, we're going to do the number line. So we make the number line. We have to go clear up to the dividend, which is 63. We would like to end at 0. Our chunks that we need to count back are 9. So we're going to do 9, take away 9. So 63, take away 9, would be 54. Take away another 9, that'd be 45. Take away another 9, that'd be 36. Jump 9, that would be 27. Jump 9, that would be 18. Jump 9, that would be 9. We jump one more back, and we get to 0. Again, our quotient comes from how many 9s did we jump back? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 63 divided by 9 has the quotient of 7. Good job. All right. We did repeated subtraction, and now we're going to do our chunking or our big 7 method, okay? Now we know that it's 45 divided by something is 5. We need to figure out the missing value. So if our dividend is 45, and we know that 5 is up here, we need to figure out what the divisor is. So we know that 5 times something is 45. Let's go up in our 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So I skip counted 9 times. And so 9 times 5 is 45. And then we're back down to that 0. So the missing divisor would be 9. We can always check this now and see if we're correct. So 45 divided by 9, if we do 9 as the divisor, 45 as the dividend, and then we do 9 times, let's say, 2. 9 times 2 is 18. So let's take away 18. 15 take away 8 would be 7. 3 take away 1 is 2. If we do another 9 times 2, and it's 18, and we take that chunk away again, we need to borrow. So 17 take away 8 would be 9. 1 take away 1 is 0. And then we know that if we do 9 times 1, we will take away 9, and that would be 0, and we can stop. And then we take our quotients, our partial quotients, 2 plus 2 plus 1, and that would be 5. So we just double checked and made sure that that was correct. All right, we're finding the missing value again. So again, we have our dividend is defined as 24. We know that our quotient is 4, and we are missing the divisor. Okay, so because it is division is just multiplication as well, so we know that our fact family has 24, 4, we're missing that third bubble. Okay, so what times 4 equals 24? So if we skip count, there's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Let's see how many times we skip counted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 times 6 equals 24. That'd be 0. And that would be our divisor. And we can figure that and see if that is correct. So let's do 6, 24. And we know that, let's say 6 times 2. Let's write that a little bit better. 6 times 2 is 12. If we subtract that, that is 4 times, we take away 2 is 2. 2 take away 1 is 1. And we know that another 6 times 2 would be 12. And if you take those away, that'd be 0. We look at our partial quotients, and it would be 4. 4 and 4 check out, and so we know that that is the correct missing value. Okay. Find the quotient. We know that quotient from our vocabulary means the answer to a division problem for 32, which is the dividend, divided by 8, which is the divisor. And we can do, let's just do 1 with chunking and 1 with repeated subtraction. So we're going to do our number line. We know we start with 0, and we have to go up to the dividend, which is 32. We're taking our chunks out of 8. So 32, take away 8 is 26. Take away another 8. Whoops. Mrs. Wayington made a mistake. It is 24. And then you take away another 8. And that would be 16. You take away another 8. That is 8. You take away one last 8. And you get back to 0. So how many times did we take away 8? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 32 divided by 8 equals 4. You can also say this way. You can say it this way. All right, let's go to our next one. Okay, so find the quotient. Quotient is the answer for 28, which is the dividend, divided by 4, which is the divisor. So we are going to have 4 outside the 7. And we're going to put 28 inside. We know that 4 times 2, let's just make it easy, 4 times 2 is 8. If we take 8 away from 28, that's 20. Let's take another, well, let's just say 4 times what is 20? We know that 4 times 5 is 20. So 4 times 5 is 20. If we take that away, we get to that 0, which we stop at. We take our partial quotients. 2 plus 5, 7. So 28 divided by 4 equals 7. 28 divided by 4 equals 7. Okay. On toward the word problems. Okay. Alejandro has to walk up 4 flights of stairs to get to his apartment. There are a total of 36 steps. If each flight of stairs has the same number of steps, then how many steps are in each flight of stairs? Let's look at what we know. There is a total of 36 steps. We know that he walks up 4 flights of stairs. We need to figure out how many stairs are in each flight. So we're going to have 36 is our dividend. 4 is our divisor. We know if we do 4 times, let's do 4 times 3 is 12. We're going to take 12 out. 6 take away 2 is 4. 3 take away 1 is 2. We know that 4 times 5 is 20, and 24 take away 20 is 4, and then we know the final one is 4 times 1, which is 4, and we end at that 0 because we're subtracting 4, take away 0. We take our quotients that are the partial quotients and we add them. So 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So we know that there are 9 stairs in each flight. Do a smiley face because you wrote out the answer. All right, we have one last problem. A bookshelf has 6 shelves. Each shelf has the same number of books. If there are a total of 42 books on the bookshelf, how many are on each shelf? So we need to know the total amount. The total amount is 42. We know that 42 is the dividend because it is what we're breaking apart. We know that we need to break it up into 6 shelves. So 6 is our divisor, and then we don't know the quotient. With repeated subtraction, I like to do a number line. We always start, we know that we need to start at 42. We end with 0. Our chunks that we're taking away are 6. So let's get going. 42 take away 6 is 36. 36 take away 6 is 30. Another chunk of 6 is 24. Another chunk of 6 is 18. Another chunk of 6 is 12. Another chunk of 6 is 6. And another chunk of 6 lands us at that 0. So now we need to figure out how many chunks of 6 we went backwards. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 42 divided by 6 equals 7. Or 42 divided by 6 equals 7. You can also do it the fraction way. 42 divided by 6 is 7. All right, guys, make sure that you know that you are having a good day, smiles on your face, and know that you're loved. And have a great day.